കർത്താവ് പറഞ്ഞു ആരോഗ്യമുള്ളവർക്കല്ല വൈദ്യനെ കൊണ്ട് ആവശ്യം, രോഗികൾക്കാണ് വൈദ്യനെ കൊണ്ട് ആവശ്യം. ബലിയല്ല, കരുണയാണ് ഞാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നത്. ഫരിസേയർ, ഞാൻ വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് നീതിമാന്മാരെ കൊണ്ടുപോകാനല്ല, പാപികളെ കൊണ്ടുപോകാനാണ്.
I've often been asked to define my happiest moment. What people expect to hear is about the time I got a prestigious international award, or a fancy job, or cracked a story. But my answer is probably the same many women would give: the birth of my firstborn.
What a cliche! But like all cliches, how true?
Zubin, my son, is the only child I have born. So I don't know whether women experience the same joy at childbirth when they deliver their second, third, or even the 10th child. But his
For the sake of temple, we are prepared today. Hindu के लिए हिंदुस्तान, मुसलमान को कब्रिस्तान. जय श्री राम. जय श्री राम. जय श्री राम. The stigma of Hindu subjugation has been destroyed forever. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram.
In the rocket attack, my husband's head was blown off. I became a destitute widow. I had 5 children to look after, but had no qualification to get a job. I started begging on the streets. We went hungry, fell ill. Then in 1996, I got a job in the Kabul orphanage. Allah had answered my prayers. But the soldiers of Allah, as the Taliban like to call themselves, had other plans. They banned women from working and ordered us to stay indoors. I insisted she feed her children first. But the husband and wife wouldn't hear of it. We ate our meal, and then I watched the wife pour out the rice for her husband and 2 children. Silently she was watching her family eat. Then she picked up the plates and went out to wash them. Out of curiosity, I just went over to the pot and saw that there was nothing left. Because of us, she had to go hungry. I felt tears sting my eyes. I was angry at the unfairness of life, overwhelmed by the generosity of women, the poverty of the family, the cruelty of the world, and the injustice of it all. 6 days of effort, all for nothing.
Later that night, the boy's body was dumped near the church, his legs broken, his fingernails missing, half of his head blown away. Holding the remains of Hassan, Germany, the mother cried over to the studio.
Thank you. It was indeed a tragic incident. For several years to the politicians, Muslims were not human beings. They were vote banks. To win their votes, the politicians offered them bribes like carving out a Muslim district, or making Urdu an official language, or declaring a holiday on Prophet Muhammad's birthday, or even banning Salman Rushdie's novel The Satanic Verses. That did not qualitatively improve the lives of ordinary Muslims, but created an illusion that the ruling politicians were sympathetic to the Muslim cause. But Hindus, who received no political bribes of any sort, real or symbolic, believed that the politicians were partial to the Muslims at their cost. Thus began a hate campaign against the Muslims.
Anita Pratap.
Saying to myself, yeah, Nanta and Cleopatra.
The man was smiling, almost apologetically. It was indeed Prabhakaran. My first impression of Thackeray was, oh God, what a dandy. It was all that maroon silk,
spotless and shiny and so marvelously uncreased. And his hair, he was 65 years old, but it was jet black, clearly dyed. So here was a man who really cared about his appearance.
Dostam had not met a single journalist since the Taliban invaded Kabul, and he would not be meeting anyone until things settled down.
We are guerrilla fighters. We have chosen a path of danger. So it's normal for us to face such difficult situations. But you...
Wrong if they are treated as Jews were in Germany.
I was completely flabbergasted by the interview. But the impact was dramatic when Time published the interview with the headline, "Get them out," calling for all Indian Muslims to be pushed out from India to Pakistan.
Prabhakaran's marriage was the culmination of a sweet love story. A few young Tamil girl students were on a fast on to death to protest against the examination policy. A group of tiger guerrillas stood down on the spot, abducted and forcefully fed them. Then Prabhakaran married the prettiest of the fasting girls. No one in the LTTE spoke against him for breaking their cardinal rule of celibacy. During the interview, his wife did not speak even once out of turn. She wore a printed wrinkle-free sari and a modest blouse. She seemed gentle and domesticated with their son Charles Anthony.
All over the town, the junkie posters of Dostam stared down at us. He reminded me of Prabhakaran. It was not just the muscle, moustache and macho milk.
Mom, lychees! I have lychees on feet, hey!
Please, don't worry. There is nothing to be scared of. You can look upon this as a tropical experience.
Tropical experience be that? My son looks like Saint Sebastian with blood oozing from his wounds. He's bleeding to death. And you say enjoy the tropical experience?
Are you mad? How can we sleep on this bed? How can we walk on the floor? How dare you to talk of tropical experience?
If you think getting beaten by leeches is a wonderful tropical experience,
You should be building a lunatic asylum, not a resort in this jungle.
oh, I'm anemic. I can't afford to lose blood. I'll turn white.
Hey, Mom, take a breath. How come you are so terrified of lychees? Didn't you encounter them during your travels?